I've got my yellow jumper on today because I am talking about yellow cars and yellow doors. And I have a little challenge for you. It's a game that we play in our house. It's a game that she was then like maybe 18 months invented. And it's really, really good for focusing your mind, opening up opportunities and possibilities. And whether or not this kind of science works, it makes me feel good, and it may make you feel good as well. So my little girl, who is 3, since her first birthday, on her first birthday, we bought her a yellow tutu skirt, which she absolutely loved. And I just have such lovely memories of that day. She wore the skirt all day with a little kind of onesie on the top, and she then continued to wear it all the time. And whenever she had a choice of something to choose, a cup or a bowl or, a chair that she wanted to sit on, if there was a colour choice, she would always choose the yellow one. She was just drawn to that colour for some reason. And I noticed this love growing over the years. And I noticed this love just growing over the years. And she began to spot yellow cars, and she could spot them. I mean, she was again in a good spot in the buggy. She could spot them from anywhere. I almost would be like, that's only just come around the corner. How did she see that? But she was so drawn to it. And we now have this competition game on the way to school or when we're out and about or wherever we might be. Next time we're on the motorway, I think it's going to ramp up a notch, but we spot yellow cars as a family. And there are many rules that we've been kind of figuring out as we go along, but basically you get a point if you see a yellow car. And if you want to play along as well, our rules are you have to have somebody else there so they can validate the fact that you've seen this yellow car or yellow van, yellow vehicle, or a yellow door, somebody's front door. And actually there's a lot around here as well. If you start saying about a white van that's got a yellow trim, we know that is not one. We know that. So, you have to fully own what you see and only call it if you feel like it's all yellow. Anyway, the point of this is every time I notice a yellow car, or ever since we've been playing this game, there are a lot of cars that are yellow on the road, and there are a lot of front doors that are yellow, and you wouldn't necessarily assume that there would be. You might think like, oh, I see a yellow car like once every, 6 days or something. But on the way to school the other day, my son saw 6, and they are everywhere. And once you start seeing them, you see more of them and you become more aware of them. And one thing that I've started doing is ever since every time I spot one, I just kind of see it as a little bit of a good luck. People have their own superstitions or things like that. But this thing about a yellow car or a yellow door, I'm like, thank you. Thank you. And it just brings me back to this present moment, like, thank you, gratitude, being present, being grateful, feeling lucky, feeling filled up, feeling good. And you might be like, Nikki, it's a yellow door and it's a yellow car and you need to get a grip. Fine, no problem. That's absolutely cool if you don't feel like that. But for me, it just gives me, it feels like a little sign, like, hiya, good luck, have a great day. And it makes me feel good. So what I would say is see how many yellow cars you can spot. There is a fantastic book called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. And she talks about signs. She goes into way more detail. I've got a couple of other signs that I've used over the years. I've got quite a fascinating weird rabbit story that kind of was connected with my daughter, and that's another story for another time. But see how many yellow cars you see today. See how many yellow doors you spot. And notice, maybe on a weekly basis, are you seeing more? Are you becoming more and more aware? And you can also apply this to your goal. Give it a sign, give it something, and just remind yourself that you're moving closer and closer. I hope it makes you feel good. I hope you don't think that, yeah, I've lost my mind. I love it. We love it as a family, and I hope you enjoy it too. All right, I will see you in the next episode. In the meantime, come over to my website, nickyraby.com/work with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.